So we've had a look at how the kidneys and urine change the concentration of the blood and therefore body. Now let's have a look how they change the blood volume itself, so the amount of fluid in the body. First, let's recall osmosis. Water flows through a semi-permeable membrane from a high concentration to a low concentration. Water tends to follow sodium in the body due to osmosis. The renin-angiotensin-aldosterone system. The kidneys use a lot of hormones to undergo their functions, and this is another system that is involved. Renin, angiotensin II and aldosterone are part of a chain of hormones, but it's these three that we will focus on. First of all, let's have a look at the hormones themselves, and then we'll have a look at how they impact the kidneys. So, the juxtaglomerular apparatus, or the next to glomerulus section, produces renin in response to low blood pressure. Renin produces angiotensin II through a number of steps throughout the body. This angiotensin II then stimulates the secretion of aldosterone or aldosterone from the adrenal glands, which live on top of the kidneys. So, if we want to increase the blood volume and blood pressure, we need to release renin from our juxtaglomerular apparatus. This will then cause the formation of angiotensin II, which works on the proximal convoluted tubule to increase reabsorption of sodium. So sodium comes out of here and back into the blood, from the filtrate into the blood. This means that water will follow, and we will get water from the filtrate into the blood and not into the urine. Aldosterone, reduced from the adrenal glands, works on distal convoluted tubule and collecting duct to increase the reabsorption of sodium. So it works over here. Oh, I went a bit low there. It works over here in the distal convoluted tubule and the collecting duct, which I'll just draw on there, to increase the reabsorption of sodium. So once again, we have sodium coming out of the filtrate and into the blood, followed by water. And both these hormones work by increasing the number of ion channels in the specified area. Now, what happens if we have a blood volume and pressure that is increased? So a high blood pressure and a high blood volume. First of all, there is a downregulation of renin from the juxtaglomerular apparatus. It makes less renin. Atrial natriuretic peptide is released from the atria of the heart. The heart, released from here and here. Now, this peptide inhibits reabsorption of sodium and water, so it stops the water and stops the sodium from leaving the proximal convoluted tubule and the collecting duct. So it's trying to leave the sodium and it stops it, keeps it in the filtrate. It also works to suppress aldosterone and antidiuretic hormones so that they can't work to increase reabsorption of sodium. Now, because we have sodium and water not going into the blood, but yes, into the urine, it decreases blood volume and blood pressure.